You do not want to embrace AI. That's
absolutely not.
No, yeah. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Tell us why.
I mean, for me, the whole point of doing what I'm doing, like art is a way of processing life. That's inherently what it's supposed to be for most people. I don't see the value in like outsourcing any element of that. And when I'm looking at someone else's project, if I see an element of the environment has been like, you know, they use generative fill or whatever to change something about the scene, even if it just shuts off the part of my brain that wants to know more about that world and wants to look for details, because I would assume if they're willing to make an arbitrary choice there, they could make an arbitrary choice with literally anything.
So, I haven't seen his movie yet. I will eventually see it. But I think the only thing that I really want to say about what he's saying is essentially, you know, I heard something recently from Harry Dry, and I agree with it. And what I heard from Harry Dry was basically that AI is just a tool. And going back to the young director from Backrooms, he doesn't have to use AI. But here's the thing. A lot of the tools that he's going to use as far as editing use AI. It's totally like embedded in everything. Even like your search engine, your algorithm is artificial intelligence. And I'm saying all this because when you're saying AI, I get it, you don't want to use generative fill. Oh, okay, you're not going to use that. My point being is you should be really, really sort of like specific about what you're going to use and what you're not going to use. Because essentially, when you're saying like you're not going to use AI, but where you're talking or where I'm seeing the video is social media powered by AI, it just kind of seems strange. That's one thing. Now, going back to his original premise, like he's not going to shoot, he's not going to do animation with AI. He can do things analog all he wants. I support him completely. I know for myself, there's some types of art that I do completely analog. But here's the thing, the type of art that I don't do analog, it doesn't really matter, it's still me. Like, for example, there are some books I do completely analog, there's some books I don't do analog. I do like songwriting as far as the lyrics, completely analog. Now, I've tested not doing analog with AI, but it just seemed kind of strange. So that was just a little short phase that I played around with it. AI is just a tool, and specifically the chatbots are just a tool. They don't create stuff unilaterally from you without help. They need your help to create art if you're using them. And using them, I guess some people think it's a cheat, which they're entitled to. But even if you're doing things analog, you're using technology that has some AI in it. Here's the last bit that I wanted to really add that's kind of important. And it goes as follows, that unfortunately, what I commented on and the clip that they dropped online wasn't the totality of what Parsons said about AI. Really always very important that we try to get everything in context, because it's really so easy to fly off the handle when you hear 2 or 3 words in sound bites, which is how they try to feed things, so you really don't know where people are coming from half the time. You evaluate everything together in context, because when you watch the whole interview, and I suggest you watch the whole interview, you'll realize that really what Parsons is saying is the kind of use of AI that you've seen on my channel or that I talk about. And has much more of a balanced way that he approaches using AI. With all of that said, I wanted to leave us with that last note. If you want, go ahead and check out talkflow.pro for your language needs. Check out the clips or the other links in bio. Support the channel, and I'll see you when I see you.
Sabías la verdad y no me lo dijiste.
Pensé que te estaba protegiendo. ¿Todavía crees eso?
No, pero todavía te quiero. Todavía.
Understand more than words.
Now, meet TalkFlow.pro, the language app that lets you choose any 2 languages, free. Pick them and start talking.
How much is this? Tu as peur de me faire confiance? Peut-être.
Alors voyons.
Pas ici. Trop de monde.
Alors quand?
Quand tu seras prête.